There's a particular kind of stillness that happens after a conversation ends. You're back in your car or in bed or standing alone in the kitchen, and somehow the conversation isn't actually over. Not for your mind, at least. It's replaying, uninvited, the same handful of seconds, cut and recut, as if trying to enough times again might change how it went the first time. You didn't decide to think about it again. It just started. The way a song gets stuck without your permission. Except this one has a version of your voice in it, saying the thing you wish you'd said differently or hadn't said at all. Most people call this overthinking and try and will it to stop. But replaying doesn't always stop just because we tell ourselves to let it go. Sometimes the mind keeps circling, almost as if one more pass might change something that has already happened. There's a second, quieter version of this that shows up somewhere else in the body. You're scrolling through someone else's life, their trip, their promotion, their relationship, and your stomach sinks just a little. Not envy exactly, more like a quiet disappointment, a subtle sense that your own life suddenly feels a little less satisfying than it did a moment ago. Both of these, the replaying and the comparing, can be less about the moment in front of you than they first appear. Something about the replay may still feel unfinished. And that feeling that sometimes comes with comparison may hold a quieter question beneath it. Is what I have enough? I've stood at bedsides where a patient's eyes move back and forth across the ceiling tiles for a long time before the sedation took hold. And they weren't looking at anything in particular, just running somewhere behind the eyes the way a mind runs when it hadn't finished something yet. Moments like these stayed with me. They made me wonder how much can still be moving through us, even when we're lying perfectly still. Let's slow this down with the 4 steps. Remember? Notice, breathe, ask, listen. You might remember this from before, but I would like to just go through it again. Notice starts with finding where you feel this particular moment. If you feel it anywhere at all, and if you don't, that's perfectly okay. Maybe there's tension behind your eyes, something shifting in your stomach or chest, or maybe there's nothing completely different. There's no correct place. Just notice where your attention goes. Think of a recent moment, a conversation you've replayed more than once, or a moment scrolling that left you feeling smaller than before you picked up your phone. Just let it come to mind. Not to relive it, just enough to notice where your body responds. Just notice. Notice where it shows up. Not what it means yet, just where it is or isn't. Breathe. Breathe means giving yourself room before deciding what any of this says about you. Not to make the replay stop, and not to talk yourself out of the sinking feeling. Just room. So the sensation isn't the only thing running the moment. Let's breathe together, shall we? In through your nose and out slowly through your mouth. One more time. In and out. And now just notice what's there. It may have changed. It may not. Either is okay. Ask. Ask means turning gently towards what's underneath, if anything at all. If it's a replay, you might gently ask, what about this still feels unfinished for me? If it's a comparison, you may ask, what did I feel about my own life when I saw theirs? Neither question needs an answer today. What matters is noticing they're there, underneath the loop and the feeling, however they showed up for you. There's a difference worth noticing here too. What was said in the conversation and what you decided it revealed about you, they aren't the same thing. And what you saw in someone else's life and what you decided it says about yours, they aren't always the same thing either. You don't have to trace this all the way back to where it started. You don't even have to know why it's there. For now, noticing is enough. Listen. Listen means letting whatever surfaces come up in its own time. A memory, a feeling with no name yet, or nothing at all. You're not solving this today. You're only learning to hear it. Let's pause. And if it feels right, rest one hand on your forehead or wherever this has been sitting for you today. There's nothing to fix, just contact. Now, bring your own moment to mind. A conversation you've replayed, or a comparison that left you feeling like you were behind. Just let it be there for a moment. Notice what happens in your body simply from remembering it. Just notice. Does your forehead tighten? Does your stomach drop? Does something pull inward or go still? Whatever you notice is absolutely fine. You don't have to make it mean anything at all. And if that feels okay, stay with it for another moment. That noticing, it's the whole practice today. You're not forcing the replay to stop or talking yourself out of comparison. You're simply learning to notice what happens inside you when these moments arrive. Every time you catch the loop without immediately getting swept into it, you create a little space between what you feel and what you do next. You don't have to change it today. You're simply becoming more aware of it when it happens. Now, before we close, let's take one more breath in together. In slowly through your nose, and even more slowly out through your mouth. Just letting your forehead soften and letting your shoulders relax. However today went for you, whether something surfaced clearly or the loop kept circling anyway, both are welcome. This isn't a practice you have to get right. It's simply a practice of noticing what your body has been holding a little sooner than you did before. I'm Jeannie Lovespots, and when you understand what you feel, you can choose what comes next. If you'd like a simple visual reminder, I've put together a printable called This Is Where Your Body Speaks. It's linked below.